Let us discuss with two better minds of both law and politics variety. All right? Former New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu, friend and frequent host of this show, and author of The Preventive State. Very cool, provocative. Alan Dershowitz. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. Congratulations on the new book, The Preventive State. Governor, good to have you as well. Let's talk law and politics. First, law. Help me understand this situation, Professor. I thought they were going to just challenge the basis for the fear of return. Instead, federal charges for trafficking.
Big mistake, big blunder by his lawyers. His lawyers never, ever should have tried to bring him back to the United States. They should have filed a motion having him transferred from El Salvador or Nicaragua, where maybe there was some fear, to another place, say Argentina or Brazil. He might be a free man today if they had done that. Remember that he was ordered deported. The only flaw in the order was where he was sent, not whether he was sent. And so I think he may spend a long time in prison. If he's found guilty, he's presumed innocent. But if he's found guilty, he's going to spend a long time in prison complaining about his ideological, radical lawyers who made a hero out of him and try to get him back to the United States when that was not in his own self-interest. So lawyers made the most fundamental mistake a lawyer can make, putting ideology before the best interest of the client.
One quick bounce question, and then I'm coming to the Gov. Professor, the idea of what America should have done with him, why these charges from a traffic stop that didn't seem to amount to much when it happened, instead of challenging the stay of removal?
Well, they can do both. That's the problem with what the lawyers did. They're going to have a trial. If he's convicted, they're happy. But if he's acquitted, they can still bring the deportation charges because the standard of proof is very different in deportation charges. All they would have to do is deport him to a country where he could not make a plausible claim that he's in danger. So from the government's point of view, it's a win-win to do it this way.
Except part of the argument, Governor, is this takes too long and is too expensive, and we've got too many people like this guy to get rid of, right? That is the all deliberate speed argument of the Trump administration, and it's not a bad one as long as you respect due process. But now you're taking longer. You may lose, because I don't know that the guy's a trafficker, and unless you're just doing this for political optics. Look how bad this guy is. I don't know that this is faster and cheaper.
This is a win all around for the administration, and this is the Democrats' worst nightmare. And the professor's exactly right. His lawyers did him a massive disservice by allowing this to them to bring back here. And the fact that they're filing these charges, it probably means they have the most evidence, the most clear-cut evidence. Probably took a couple months to make sure that they had it. It doesn't mean that the final charges to be driven, the ones that they just think that they can probably get the easiest. And again, this is going to be a political nightmare for the Democrat Party. The insiders in Washington hate the fact that this is still going on. They hate the fact that Senator Van Hollen has made such a spectacle of this, and it has become something that defines the Democrat Party. So was it done for political purposes? No, it was done because the court said you got to bring him back. So Trump said, okay, we will follow the court order. We're not going to defy that. But he's going to stand for those charges. And why are they charges from 2022? Because the FBI at the time wasn't pushing any of this stuff. Just because they didn't push it in 22 doesn't mean it didn't have merit. It meant that you had a lot of weak folks that didn't want to bring up these types of issues and challenge these types of cases, given the previous administration's open border stance.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.